Hey guys, just a guy here with a new episode of Sevtech, starting a new, oops, got a tree in the face. A new episode series of Sevtech. They updated in like August or something of 2019. I just finally got around to noticing and downloading, and it's version 3.1.2 hotfix update or whatever. It's the first stable release since I played last. I started about 2 years ago, and I ended about a year ago when all the endgame bugs were starting to get to me. And this supposedly fixes a lot of them with a lot of auto crafters and recipes and stuff working. As you can see right now, I'm just trying to gather sticks and plant fiber. You just get that from breaking tree leaves or finding sticks on the ground for sticks, and then fiber is just breaking grass. So you can either do this tall grass here or the grass blocks. It's much easier to just break the grass on the ground though. You need 3 pieces of fiber per string you make, twine. So you have to worry about that. These rocks, I wouldn't touch them if you can help it. They often indicate, whoa, I don't want to roll. Where rocks and ores are in later editions, but I don't have access to it, so they're just regular rocks right now. Oh, I gotta fight this guy. I don't know why he bites me and then runs away. On the bright side, I got his bone. On the negative side, I'm beat up. And none of these are grown. That's pretty weird. Usually, they are. So, these berry bushes are really good for stock because you can pick up the bushes without silk touch. And you can plant them wherever you put your base. Now, the main thing I need to find is some water. Because that's where usually you find gravel, which is I get flint. And that's the first tools you need to make. You can't just punch a tree in this mod pack. Ooh, lava. It's kind of good. Lava source. Not that I'll remember where it is. And unfortunately, I don't have access to beds anytime soon because they take leather. And spawning leather, or making leather is like a 3 to 4 step process of tediousness. In this particular mod pack, automating leather was one of the best things I did in the last pack. So the main goal of this particular episode is to try to get to at least this chest here. This gray path line is what you need to do to advance to the next age, which unlocks better tech and more automation and all that stuff every time. All the other ones are useful and helpful, especially like, you know, the kiln to make charcoal. But you don't have to do them, and that's what happened to me last time. So I got completely bogged down and tried completing them all because I thought I had to, and it was just you need to complete 1 or 2 of them. Okay, here's some gravel. You can find them in caves too sometimes. It's usually easiest to find it in water though, and I have no real torches, so I mean I can make torches with plant twine and sticks, but I don't want to waste them just yet because the ones you get are really bad. I don't know why all these aren't grown. By the way, I am playing on a seed I just named Justa world with no spaces, but if you want to play in the same world, it's that one. 1384140867 or something like that. A lot of wolves, man. Not a great place to start. I can't find any water. And I don't like to walk too far. Because right now, like I said, I have no bed, so if I die, I'm going to have to try to find where I was. Ooh, food. Okay, so let's just make our flint axe while we still have all these trees, I guess. By the way, you can add recipes to here. These must have been from a previous playthrough. If you click on these things and you push A, it'll add it, and if you push A again, it'll remove it by default. And it's really nice to get some of the earlier recipes. It doesn't help you on anything you have to put in the crafting bench, though, because it won't transfer over until you get an actual crafting bench, not the crafting stump. To make flint, you just put the mesh in there with some gravel. You get 1 flint per gravel. I think you can still get gravel by just breaking flint, or flint by breaking gravel blocks, but it's not a great rate. So now we need to find a stone. Fortunately, I didn't think of that when I was over there. Oh, water. Okay, good. And I don't mean stone ground. I mean like a hard stone block. Cause okay, that's good. It's granted, I think that works. Oops. I can't believe I picked that up. That's weird. To get sharpened flint, you just have to left click flint on a hard surface. I think it's stone. You might be able to do it on a tree. I never really tried that, to be honest. So the flint hatchet's the first tool you really need. Just one flint, some sticks, and this lets you chop down trees. Get your first wood, which lets you make your crafting stump. And obviously, salt underneath that. That's weird. But I don't need salt anytime soon. So you're gonna need quite a bit of wood, but I don't know. I wouldn't go crazy because you need to survive the night. And there are enemies in here. There's no skeletons early on. It's just they have trumpet skeletons or something. But you do need to worry about enemies. And with very bad torches and hard to craft torches, you need all the help you can get. Ah, good. More flint. Ah, piranha. There we go. Suffocate, you stupid fish. Please don't go in the dark cave. Actually, I think this will be my house for now. Got water. Got some walls. So let's make our crafting stump. And I'm going to try to keep these episodes fairly short. My last series, I had the issue of I kind of kept them too long. It was like 2-hour episodes or something, or hour-long episodes. So work stump, just chopping block and the stump. And we put this down, I guess, here. Now it is directional. In the very front here, you can put your rock in there, your crafting rock. But you have to make recipes directionally based on that. So first thing we want to do is make a pickaxe. We only have one bone, so we're gonna make the flint pickaxe. We need some more flint. Uh-oh. Wolfie. I could possibly tame them with a bone, I think. And that might be useful, given that they are so annoying and common around here. They won't live too long, though. Oh, I need to make the flint. My bad. Like, I thought I had some. It's a very annoying step. Okay, and then one piece of plant twine. Oh, and if you need a recipe, you can always just type it in here. Pickaxe. It'll tell you everything you have access to and how to make it, and sometimes a little bit about it. You know, this sucks. It's a little crappy thing, and then you just right-click with your crafting rock. Now, it shouldn't take more than like 3 to 4 swings. So if it keeps going, you might have done something wrong. It'll keep sucking up the durability of your crafting rock, unfortunately, though, if you have a wrong recipe for somehow. So we got cobblestone, which is what I would suggest using for rocks, because you do use rocks in crafting quite a bit. But each piece of cobblestone push you to get the uses out of it. Makes 9 rocks. R to get recipes out of it. Of how to make it. Well, I can't find the recipe, but yeah, you get 9 rocks. Which is way better than using the rocks on the ground, because if you take those, like I said, later on you might not be able to find ore chunks. And this is a pretty big cave, which is good and bad. Good that it gives me a place to live for now. Bad that it's dangerous. Okay, so first thing we're going to want to do is make sure we have food on our hotbar. I always forget to do that. Eat some raw wolf meat, I guess. There is something called nutrition in this mod pack. You can get it from this little carrot, or you can just push N by default. You start off about 70% in everything, and you need to make sure that you balance it as much as possible. Otherwise, you start accruing penalties. If you have 100% or 60%, you start getting bonuses. Early on, it's really hard to get any bonuses, but it's really easy to avoid penalties because every time you die, it resets. Hello, squid. This might let us get something pretty early if we can make it. Ink sac, yes. I do believe that's how you make a bladder? A water skin? Oh, we need brown dyes. Black and orange, so that'll be in the next episode maybe, but it's still really important. Last time the squids did not spawn in or something. I couldn't find any squid in any water. It was very weird. So this has got to go down. There is a cool little mod where if you hold shift and right click on stuff you can move it, but apparently not this. Oh, that's my pickaxe. Okay, so torches. These are totem torches. They're really cool, but first we got to make the lit fire torches, which doesn't show up because it needs to be unlit. Torch. Unlit torch, which is just a twine and a stick. Right? And then to make these lit torches, you have to set them on fire, which is just 2 sticks to make good old fire sticks. You have to put one in your offhand and then one in your main hand. And then you set these on fire, which unfortunately won't last forever because I don't have netherrack or charcoal to set on fire. So what I gotta do is quickly light some torches. You can also light torches off other torches, but as you can see, these ones kind of suck. They do like 1 square or 2 squares, and they basically are useless. But you can, very slowly mind you, because you can't stack things on this crafting table, make them into totemic torches, which in the previous playthrough I swear you couldn't do until later on. Let's get these out of my inventory. So these, when you put them down, more or less function like a normal torch. The only thing is they can't go on walls or anything. They can only be put on flat on the ground, and they're too high. So if that's a problem for you, you know, it's an issue. But compared to the one torch, they're much better at making a somewhat safe area. Get rid of this. Now I'm in a forest with tons of trees and all this, so it's not a very safe place, to be honest. But I have to make do. So make one more for now, and then we'll move on. Okay, I guess right here. That's fine. We have very, very small amount of protection. We'll work on building the base a little better later. So first of all, we need to put our chopping block down, which was just made out of a log. Then we need to get some wood in our offhand. It makes it easier. So you right click to put the wood down, and then you left click with the axe to chop it, and you get planks. Unfortunately, this is the only way you can do this right now. Eventually you get the horse powered one. That's a little further down when you have leather for a lead and all that stuff. It's not too bad, like I said, if you do in your offhand like that. Okay, so the next thing we really want to make, if we're looking at other things, is a chest. Now the early chests really, really suck. They only hold 9 different items, and they don't like have an actual inventory. They're just like something you can view, but it's just a rock with a bunch of planks around it. So we can just do this, and we just need one of our rocks that we got from some cobblestone without having to waste anything. And we got our chest. Now, as I said, these aren't particularly great. Actually, I'm gonna hold shift, like I said before, pick it up, move it, put it over here, just so it's a little out of the way in case I get blown up. The creeper won't destroy it. You right click and right click to open and close it. Doesn't seem to really do any good. But you can put items. You get 3 rows of 3. See if there's anything else I want to get rid of. Should we plant our berry bushes? Get rid of the wolf head, the ink sac. Now, it's not attached to an inventory or anything, so like you can't use it for crafting. Oh, I guess you can. Is it 4 items? Okay, it's 12 items total. 4 rows of 3, or 3 rows of 4. And then put our bushes down, like I said. Oh, we need dirt. And is there more dirt around here anywhere? There we go. Whatever. You need light sources, I believe, to work at night, but other than that, they're good. So we got our chest. We'll go one further and make the regular hopper, the wooden hopper. So we go wooden hopper. It is just planks around a chest. So we need to make one more chest. At least. And these are actually pretty cool. I used them for quite a while in the last playthrough just because they're functionally basically the same as a hopper, except they're made of wood so they can burn. And these particular ones only hold 1 item. But I mean, other than that, they save you a lot of iron early on. Oops. I was making the hopper first. I might not have enough wood. Oh, I think I just barely. There we go. Exactly right amount. Wow, how awesome is that? And put the chest in the middle. And unfortunately, like I said, crafting is very tedious. There we go. Have it your way. So this will let me automate stuff to a degree. It only takes 1 item at a time. It can burn. I'm trying to think of what I could actually use it for, though. I don't have anything cool. Grind it. Grindstone, maybe. But yeah, guys, I think this is going to be this episode. We are in a hole in the ground, hiding. But we got some decent torches because of the totemic torches. Really want to get out of this particular thing as fast as possible. But unfortunately, the next hopper is a little more complicated. It takes tree bark and all that stuff to flame grilled and the smelters and all that. It's going to be at least a couple episodes, I think, before we hit age 1. Hopefully I'm not stuck in age 1 for 50 episodes like in the last series, but yeah. So this is Justa Guy signing off. Catch you guys later. Bye.